Douglas Holtz-Eakin joins you right now, the former Congressional Budget Office Director. Doug, bottom line is it starts now, right? I mean, the talk about what we're going to do against another debt limit and ceiling. We have a lot of wiggle room, presumably months worth. The Treasury Secretary is saying this doesn't become a potential default issue, if that's true, until at least June. What do you think?
Well, certainly the Treasury can manage this using the so-called extraordinary measures through June, probably until August is a reasonable get. The real issue is how you resolve the disagreement, and the important thing to recognize is there's no disagreement about the need to raise the debt ceiling. I mean, the U.S. needs to raise the debt ceiling or it will inevitably default, and that would cause all of the repercussions that Secretary Yellen's worrying about, and the financial stability of literally the world financial system, the outlook for the economy, and just a horrific downgrade for the United States. So that's unthinkable. Everyone knows that, and the disagreement is about spending. So they need to have a way to have the spending fight, which is a real serious issue. And I think a good start would be to do what they have now said they will do, which is do the 12 appropriations bill in regular order, allow amendments, pass them individually. Have the Congress know what it is spending the money on and know how much it is spending. And in the process, they'll learn that even if you get your arms around all that annual appropriations, you aren't close to controlling the spending, and they'll have to get serious about entitlements. Right now, it's a discussion that's devoid of the reality of what's the big spending number. Well, it's entitlements. And how do you deal with it? Well, you deal with it on the spending bills, not with the debt ceiling.
I always harken back to 2011, and back then, Doug, S&P, the ratings agency, had downgraded U.S. debt. The irony back then, we didn't shut down or we didn't have, a cataclysmic event here, but it was all the craziness leading up to it that prompted that decision. S&P was the only ratings firm to do so, but it was a reminder that that could happen again. We lost our AAA rating, I just think that we take that lightly, but that high rating means something. The drawing capital here means something. Oh, absolutely. I mean, every time there's some sort of crisis on the globe, the money flows to the U.S. We are perceived to be the safe haven, the place that has the capacity politically to control and deliver on its liabilities. And if you lose that, and that downgrade was a comment on our governance, our ability to manage our financial future, that's a huge loss. It affects the borrowing costs. It affects capital flows. They're going to go elsewhere, not to the U.S. So that's something that we really should not want to risk. That's a huge advantage the U.S. has. So, I'm with the folks who are saying we got to get this spending under control. It's true. The budget outlook is unsustainable, and the growth is on the spending side. So that needs to be dealt with. Have a good fight on the spending. Just don't do it with the debt limit. All right. So attaching spending and all that to this, as this renegade group of Republicans has to force these changes, this isn't the vehicle to do it, you say. But they are getting. I
think that's right.
But they've gotten Kevin McCarthy to do this and to force this. I'm just wondering, one way or the other, if it doesn't or doesn't work out the way they want, all it takes is one of them to oust him. How do you see this playing out?
I don't know how it'll play out, but I do know that if you look at the record of debt ceiling increases or suspensions, take your pick, and you look at those that came with some sort of fiscal controls and those that were clean increases, they didn't affect the trajectory of the debt. The debt's gone up regardless, and it's because they haven't dealt with the underlying spending programs. And so, let's not kid ourselves that holding this hostage is somehow going to make performance better on the spending side. It hasn't historically. So they're going to fight it for a while. I mean, clearly they're all locked in at the moment. But there has to be a way out that allows the debt ceiling to go up and a commitment to control future spending to be put in place. That's the recipe.
We'll watch it closely. It begins playing out on Thursday, and day by day, the closer we get to that financial Armageddon, as some say. So hopefully it doesn't become Armageddon. Douglas Holtz-Eakin, the former Congressional Budget Office Director. Thank you, Doug, very, very much.